Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday, the 14th of August 2021. And I'm actually going to take you over here first and just show you how these freaking peaches are doing. They are starting to ripen up nicely. Lots and lots of peaches, so I think that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. So looking forward to eating some peaches. Alright, so a couple things to talk about. First of all, I apologize that this video didn't go up until after 3. I normally get a video up at 3. But my body decided that it was time for me to catch up on some much needed sleep. So that's what I was focusing on today. I was definitely needed. As much as we've been running hard, I was having a catch-up day. What, baby girl? Yes, were you happy Daddy was home? Yeah. Are you a good girl? You're getting big. Yes, you are. So I know Pandora was happy I was home. So, and there's Mr. Caesar over there hanging out. Alright, so I know it's going to be weird advice coming from me, especially after everything that I've been doing for the last month and running all over the country and doing the different things. Obviously, they're talking about there's the new variant down south that has been again, I mean, I don't know for sure if it's truthful or not. You just don't know. But it's been running rampant in the south, and supposedly there is a huge increase in infections and stuff like this. And I imagine that they're probably not calling them breakthrough cases now because of so many people with that have been vaccinated are getting that new variant. But there is another variant that they're saying that is coming in, and this variant is coming in from South America. Now here's what I find interesting about this. Of course, as we talked before, the porous southern border that we have. And so we have, there's a new variant, and I think there's about 900 cases of that one. Lambert, I believe, is the name of it. I'm not 100% sure. But it's been going crazy down in South America. And so it might be a good idea to think about keeping a lower profile for a while, seeing what happens, kind of riding things out. And so I know after the extensive traveling that I've done here recently, that I would suggest that is kind of bizarre, and I know. But I'm thinking, what I'm actually thinking is, that now that that I've closed on my land. Hey, Luce, he's a good boy. Now that I've closed on my land and done that. Oh, I gotta ask you guys, what do you think of the new T-shirt? So, now that I've closed on the land, my game plan, and I kind of told you guys this, was I do plan on going down there in another month to work on some stuff on the property down there, and then also doing the following month doing the same thing. But I do plan on staying right on site, and so what my kind of game plan moving forward over the next few months is going to be is staying close to home here and taking care of things that need to be taken care of here. And then when I do go down to West Virginia, I can make it down there literally on one tank of gas. So, I really don't have to stop if I don't want to. And so I'm thinking of just on erring on the side of caution. I'm thinking of really keeping a much lower profile over the next couple months, see how things play out, not have a tremendous amount of contact other than with a small circle of people that I normally have contact with anyway. So we're going to kind of play that by ear and see how that goes. But yeah, so it should be interesting. But there is, I don't know, like I said, it's you don't know how legitimate something is or how, not it is, or if it's more fear tactics and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like I said, I just sometimes I get the feeling that it's probably smarter to keep a low profile. Now I will say in my defense, like going out to Sturgis and stuff like that this year, that it was in the southern states like Florida, Louisiana, down there, and I wasn't traveling through those states, obviously. And so, even going to West Virginia, it wasn't, nothing was bad there either. But again, I got a feeling that it might be a good idea for a while to keep a low profile. So, what would my advice be to you guys? Again, all this whole time you should have been stocking up right along anyway. So, hopefully, you've continued to do so. And but I'd make sure I had plenty of stuff stocked back in case something ends up being worse than it is. Because again, now let's think about something just out of a curiosity's sake. Well, let's say there was a plan and they were looking to eliminate people. So if you slowly, start releasing things more and more deadly over time and just let the people spread it around, that is definitely something that could, be a possibility. So it's just, if you are ready to lay low, you know, be low key for a while, that's not always a bad thing. I know, like with here, like one of the things, I mean, we have a ton of board games. We wouldn't have to go anywhere if we didn't have to. I mean, we could sit here for, well over a year and never leave the property, and we would be just fine. So more than a year actually. But that would get a little maddening, of course. You'd get a little stir crazy, but those are things to think about. And so, just things to pay attention to, things to watch. See, like I said, see what's going on, see where things are going, and but I would be, if it, my advice to everybody is moving forward. Keep an eye on things. Keep paying attention to what is going on. Try to limit your contact with other people if you can, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, when I go back and forth to West Virginia next time, I will be tent camping right on the property. So when I'm working out there and doing stuff out there, it's not like there's going to be a tremendous amount of people out there with us. So that is always a good thing too. But so Becky is harvesting the last of the peas, and then they're going to take everything and give it to the birds because they're pretty much dying out anyway. If you're getting any more edible, may have a couple of those, please.
Over here, hon.
Thank you.
Come right over here and get some.
All right.
We got a bunch of them here.
All right. Last of the peas. Peas have done very, very well this year. We got a really good crop of peas, so
we did.
It was awesome. And it's funny. It's like, here we are only in August and we're already starting to finish up collecting different things. But that is part of it. So anyway, guys, I want to hear your feedback on this topic for sure. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I think there's things we always have to pay attention to. We need to be prepared to isolate if we have to. And with doing that, if you're going to do isolation, if you have to do isolation with family, keep just a few people around you. Give yourself things to entertain your mind. Board games, books, those type of things. Plenty of movies on CDs and all that type of thing that you can use to keep you busy, to keep you occupied. That is never a bad thing. Got our burning pile is getting bigger. We're going to have to set that off shortly. But today was not a bad day. The sun is out pretty good right now. It was bringing fairly decent power, and so that's always a good thing. But yeah, it's with everything going on, I don't know. It's like, you don't know what to believe, you don't know what not to believe. But I'm a big believer in, again, preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. So if you are more prepared to be in a situation where you have to isolate for an extended period of time, I mean, what happens if they decide, no unnecessary travel, everybody has to stay low key, and you can't go anywhere? Are you ready for that? So those things are things to think about. And so, like I said, I do want to hear your thoughts on it. I know, and like I said, I'm not trying to be hypocritical because I've just traveled like crazy over the last month. Like I said, spending 9 days away from home, with traveling across the country by motorcycle, going to Sturgis and then coming back, and then traveling down and going for my closing on the property in West Virginia. So, but I mean, that trip wasn't like we were hanging out with a whole bunch, well, the state fair. We weren't hanging out with a whole bunch of people. Oh, well, wait a minute, we went to the state fair. But yeah, so anyway, but again, just it might be a good idea to prepare for the possibility of spending a lot of time at home if you have to, because you don't know what their game plan is. And so to be as ready as we can for that game plan is probably not a bad idea. So anyway, so that's it for now, guys. I am going to jump off here. I will do another video later. I definitely want your feedback on this. And here's a question that I have for you. How prepared are you for a long-term situation? Not necessarily a grid down situation, but a long-term situation where you are not allowed to leave. How ready are you for that? So that's something to think about as well, okay? So anyway, also real quick, I want to mention my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Legacy freeze-dried food is still available there if you are interested. 25. So if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you click on store, it will drop down. You will see Legacy Foods. You click on that, it will take you to the store. What we have available is there. 25-year shelf life. It is GMO free. There are gluten options available. It is also vegan. There are beef and chicken options available as well. So definitely take advantage of that. Also, it is the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. It's really good food, and it's a good thing to have in a diversified long-term food storage portfolio. And so I definitely highly recommend it. Also, we have the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store. Definitely take advantage of that as well. And if you'll go to my site, preppernurse1.com, you'll see the Forefathers logo. If you click on that, you will see. Goodness, I'm going blank here. You click on that, it'll take you to their website. When you go to their website, if you decide to make a purchase, when you check out, make sure you use the discount code preppernurse1, and you'll save yourself 15%. So definitely take advantage of that. Last thing on my website, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community, which is a resource that we set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people. So definitely take advantage of that as well. All right. So free to join. You do have to register. No credit card information is asked. So anyway, that's it for now. We're going to definitely be either later today, possibly later today, Beck, possibly later today, we're gonna harvest the rest of the potatoes.
Oh, we're gonna do it today?
Possibly, because I want to get it on film when we do.
Okay.
So when Heather and I get back, you know, we'll. Yeah, look at that. So that's gonna go for the birdies. Birds are gonna eat that up. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.